Hello Year 6 and welcome to Wednesday the 13th of January and it's 2021. I don't know if you noticed, but yesterday I left the date as 2020. But today I've got the right date, which is a good start. So today we're dividing decimals by whole numbers. You're going to need some paper and some something to write with. Once you've got that, you can pause the video and write the LO and the date on your paper, and then we'll begin. Okay, all ready to go? So we're starting off with the fact web. So I've put the fact in the middle of the paper there that you're going to need. 3 multiplied by 9 is 27. And what you're going to do is you're going to write all the other facts that you know, if you know that 3 times 9 is 27. So if you have a look at the red writing, I've doubled one of the factors there. So for the top one, I doubled the 3 to give me 6 times 9. So all I have to do to get the right answer is double the multiple. So if I know that 3 times 9 is 27, I know that 6 times 9 is 54. Have a look at the other red one. What did I do there? Yeah, I doubled the 9, didn't I? So I had to double the multiple again. Then look at the green writing. What did I do to the factors in the green writing? Yeah, just one of them, I made it 10 times smaller. So you have a go with that. Maybe make some of your factors 10 times smaller. Maybe you can make both of them 10 times smaller. What about 10 times bigger? Do you know any division facts as well? Okay, pause the video and create a fact web for me of 3 times 9 is 27. If you take about 4 or 5 minutes, that should be long enough. Okay, how did you get on? Let's see if you got some of the ones that I got. So I've just got a couple here to share with you. Did you get any of the associated division facts? So if you have a look at this black one, I've got the division facts that I know. If I know that 3 times 9 is 27, I know what 27 divided by 9 is, and I know what 27 divided by 3 is. We looked at the red ones already. These green ones here, I hadn't finished that top green one, had I? But as I made my 3 10 times smaller, the multiple, the answer, was 10 times smaller. Okay, and then this bottom green one, I made the other factor 10 times smaller. What did I do for this top blue one? Can you see? Yeah, I made both of the factors 10 times smaller, so the multiple was 100 times smaller. And what did I do to the factors here? Yep, I made both of them 10 times bigger, so the answer was 100 times bigger. Okay, let's start for today then. Have a look, what number is represented in my table? Not just in the top row of the table or anything like that, but the whole table. What number have I got represented there? If you want to pause, you can. Okay, did you get that? 3.69. There's the decimal. These are our whole numbers. These are our parts of numbers. 3 wholes, 6 tenths, and 9 hundredths. Okay. Now, the learning objective today is to divide decimals by whole numbers. So let's have a go at doing this now. We're going to start, when we do division, we start with the, we start over at this side, don't we? We start with the ones. So using the table, if I take these 3 and I divide them by 3, what does that give me? Yep. You can go ahead and do yours if you want to. What's this one? I've got 6 tenths, haven't I? What's 6 tenths divided by 3? 2 tenths. So no wholes, 2 tenths. And finally, what is 0.09 divided by 3? Think about the fact web that we did first of all. Do you know what 9 divided by 3 is? That will help you get to 0.09 divided by 3. 0.03. Now, I'm just going to move that picture somewhere else, that little video picture, because we're going to use the space up here now to do a written division. Now, you might just be watching, that's absolutely fine. You'll have a go in a moment to do it. But this is how I would do it using a written method. So the number we're dividing by is 3. You have to excuse my writing with this. It's not very easy with this pen. And the number that we are dividing is 3.69. Now, I remember some of you in class having a few worries about dividing a decimal, but it's very simple. All you have to do is remember to put the decimal back in as you're working along. So there we go. You might have this calculation written down as well. That's fine. Remember, at any point, if you want to pause the video and just do a little bit of work, you can, and you can see if you were right. So we're going to start, remember we started with the ones when we did it with the counters, we're going to do that here. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now, the only thing you need to do, which is different, is remember to put that decimal in. It goes just above the decimal in the question bit. 0.6 divided by 3. How many times does 3 go into that number there? Yeah. Do you remember here it was 0.2, wasn't it? But because we're writing it just behind the decimal in the 10ths column there, we just write the 2. And then 0.09 divided by 3, it gives us 0.03. So the 3 goes there in the hundredths. We've got the same answer, haven't we? And hopefully you feel a bit easier about dividing decimals. There's nothing to worry about, is there? Okay, now this one, 7.55 divided by 5. We're going to have a go with the counters. We're also going to have a go with a written method. So do you want to stop the video and see how you get on? If you're not sure yet, just watch along with me. There's no need to pause it. Okay, so I'm going to start with my ones, and I'm going to see what number is in my ones. It's 7. Now look here at these counters. We can see the ones, can't we? So I'm going to get, first of all, 7 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now I'm going to divide them by 5. Now my last table just had 3 in, didn't it? But why has this one got 5? Because I'm dividing it by 5. So I can put 1 in each of these. Now what do you notice? I've got 2 left, and they are not going to divide, are they, as they are in these groups very easily. I can't split this counter into 5, but what I can do is split the number into 5, can't I? Now, I want to swap this counter here. I'm going to exchange it. What can I exchange it for? I can exchange that one for 10 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And do the same for the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I've got my 2 ones that I've just converted to these, haven't I? So I'm going to split these out now. I can't put these in this column because they're not ones, are they? They're tenths, so I'm going to put them here. Do you know already how many will go in each one? There's 20, and I'm dividing them between those 5. Some of you might be watching this thinking, I'm not sure I need to see the counters, but some people will. And also, you will have questions that talk about counters in your sheets that we're going to do. So it might be useful then, it might make you think, oh yes, I can do that when I get to that question. Here we go. I'm sure you're all being very patient as I slide the counters into place. 4. Did you know we're going to have 4 in each one? Yes, because 20 divided by 5 is 4. So 2 divided by 5 is going to be 0.4, isn't it? And we've got 0.4 in each one. Great. So I've done the 7 divided by 5. Now, what about the tenths? Let's get 5 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And very happily, they split out very nicely between these 5 groups that I'm dividing by, don't they? Great. And then how many hundredths? 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, how many do we have in here? 7, and we divided it by 5. So how many have we got in this column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 point, how many in here? 5. And how many here? 1. So the answer to 7.55 divided by 5 is 1.51. Okay, now let's have a go at doing that without the table. Let's delete that and let's just do it as a division. So you may have done this one already. If not, write out your calculation, and you can leave the video playing and work it out with me, or you can stop the video and play it afterwards and see if I've got the same one as you. 7.55 divided by 5. Okay, so remember, where do we start? Yeah, we start with the ones. So what's the calculation that you're doing there? How many times does 5 go into 7? Yeah, it goes in, 5 goes into 7 once. Don't forget that decimal is really important. Now, did 5 fit exactly into 7? No, we had some left over. How many did we have left over? So that 2, we're going to write quite small up here. How many times does 5 fit into 25? And how many times does 5 go into this 5? 1. So we've got the same answer. Now, you may have preferred one way to working than another. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Now let's have a go at doing these calculations. I'd like you to stop the video and have a go at doing these, and just the same as we did just now, I'll do them again afterwards. Okay, so you see how you got on? Now, we'll start with this one. And again, I do apologise for my writing. I don't find it very easy on this little computer pad, but I'll do my best. So, how many times does 3 go into 8.16? I hope that you've remembered to put the decimal in each time. Sometimes we come round to you when you're working. You may not have things like the decimal there, and we'll say, oh, why not? Say, I know it's there. I just put it in at the end. It's really good practice to keep making sure you're putting it in there first of all. And our second calculation, I wonder how you got on with this. I might have a tip to help you with this one. How many times does 6 go into 3.3? Okay. So, where do we start with this one? How many times does 3 go into 8? And how many times does it go into 8? Yeah, twice. What have we got to remember? Yes, the decimal. Did we have anything left over, or did 3 fit exactly into 8? No, we had 2 left over, didn't we? So now we're going to say, how many times does 3 go into 21? Yeah, goes into 7 times, doesn't it? And how many times does 3 go into 6? Exactly twice. How did you get on? Did you get 2.72? Okay, now let's have a go at the next one. Oops. Let's have a go at this one. How many times does 6 go into 3.3? Okay, how many times does 6 go into 3? Doesn't, does it? 6 is bigger than 3, so we put a 0 here. Okay, now we're going to put the decimal in before we go any further. And now I'm going to think about these two numbers here. I was thinking about how many times 6 went into 3 and it didn't, did it? Now you can, if you want, put that little 3 there. It's like it's left over, isn't it? How many times does 6 go into 33? Yeah, 5 6s are 30, so it goes in 5 times. Now, we haven't got another number. We've got a leftover, haven't we? We've got 3 left over. But what we can do is we can write the little 3 left over without making it a remainder, and we can put a little 0 here. We can do that because it's decimals. How many times does 6 go into 30? 5 times. Did you get 0.55? You might have had 0.5 remainder 3, so don't forget that you can put that 0 there, because that helped us to work out how many times 6 went into 30, didn't it? Okay, on with the work. Now, worksheet number 1, you can see here. Have a go at that one. Some of you might finish worksheet number 1 and still feel you've got more time for work, and you can move on to worksheet number 2. And there may even be some of you that want to go on to number 3, okay? Now think about how much time you might spend working in a maths lesson. We don't want you to spend hours and hours doing it. We have about an hour for maths, don't we? And some of you might in class just get sheet 1 done. Some of you might get sheet 1 and sheet 2 done. So look at the time now, give yourself about 20 minutes, look at the clock again, 20 minutes, and think, how well have I done? It's a bit different, isn't it, working at home? But we just don't want you to spend too long. We don't want you to do too little. Try and get it just right, okay? Now, a few words about the sheets. So this one here, can you see this? C is a quarter of A, B equals C plus 2. Use the clues to complete the calculation, to complete the division. That's a tricky one. What you have to do is try different numbers in the place of the letters. And you know that for B, it's going to be the same number. If you get really, really stuck, think about what you could do with C. Could it possibly be 1? Try it as a 1. Number 3, forgot the numbers. There's a link on the sheet which will take you, it will take you to the site, and they've got some interactive things there. So you don't need to print off number 3. You'll be able to work online if you want to. Okay? And those sheets are all on the website, but also so are the answers, but don't look till you've done them. And I will see you tomorrow, for more maths.